Hello, this is Richard Wilson at the Family Office Club, and today we're doing an investor mandate interview with Rory. Welcome, Rory.
Hi, Richard. How are you?
Good, good. How about yourself?
Good, thank you.
Great. So we have you here to do an interview on what deal flow you're looking for. But to start with, what type of an investor are you?
Sure. So I guess IBIS Capital is both an investment advisory house doing deal-by-deal investments in public and private markets, principally via special purpose acquisition companies or SPACs, as they're known. Yeah.
Okay, great. And in terms of your geographical scope and industry scope, what types of deals are you typically allocating to?
Sure. So, one of the advantages of those SPACs is there are no specific restrictions on geography, size, or sector structure. We tend to, focus on sectors based on kind of IBIS Capital's heritage. But in 2018, we launched the first ever SPAC thematically focused on the education, training, and human capital markets. And so we apply a lens to that specific sector.
Okay, great. And for people listening who don't know, perhaps, a SPAC is a special purpose acquisition company, and they're almost always publicly traded, or they are always publicly traded, right?
Correct. Always publicly traded. And our vehicles are, we use NASDAQ as the, quoted market, as we think it's, an attractive destination for a company looking at this type of model.
Okay. And within education, I would guess you're looking at ed tech companies, or are you really looking at platforms with lots of subscribers, or what's the niche within the niche that you guys have the deepest expertise in or the most hunger for more deals in?
Sure. So, education and training markets are, both large and undergoing significant digital transformation, the latter for probably over a decade. Our expertise at the firm has really been in managing digital transformation within media, and the education and training markets are 3 times the size of that. We think that, we're looking for a balance of businesses that who are on a sort of growth story to benefit from digitalization, but also see that, ed tech companies per se have been growing in value, and so can be quite difficult from an entry point perspective.
Right. Okay, makes sense. And obviously that area has been a bright spot, in the recent economy with COVID and everything. So that's great. What would be the number one investment lesson you've learned, maybe something that you wish you knew a decade ago, when it comes to either SPACs or due diligence on deals or the education training space?
Yeah, so I think it's a good question, and for us, it's always around we operate in global markets right across many different sectors within education. Those are always changing, and often building the expertise around opportunities is the key, part of the key kind of differentiator that we have. So I think, I would say, playing to our strengths, it's around kind of, building the network as much as possible, and a kind of understanding in markets. Right.
Yeah, I found that when you have a very strong network, you see deals first, you see more deals, and then you can have that niche person in your network. So if it's a very specific type of deal, you can go to the person who spent their whole life in that sub niche and have them help you with due diligence or co-invest with you. And that can make all the difference with getting good kind of sleep at night conviction on a deal. Sometimes having both better deals to start with, but then better due diligence to the finish line. It's a good combination to have that can come from having that great network, right?
Yeah, correct. And, we spent, I guess, a lot of our time building that network, and it's, our network has been built out of kind of the proprietary research that we build, conferences that we organize. We do quite a few things like this as well.
Right.
And that's a network that's built into, 10,000 companies worldwide now.
Right. Great. Well, we're happy to keep this one nice and short for you, not take up too much of your day, but I'm happy to keep you in mind. We have some training industry assets ourselves. We do a lot of online education, of course. So happy to keep you guys in mind for when we get deals that could be relevant. And if anyone in the Family Office Club would like to connect with Rory, then just let us know. And that's one of the benefits of membership. It's just helping you guys get connected in case there's a deal that they could be looking at, or a investment that maybe you're trying to do as a sponsor or a fund, and you could use a big brother partner or someone to come in as the majority control investor on that deal. So I appreciate your time here today, Rory, and happy to keep in touch.
All right. Thanks, Richard.
Take care.